because nowadays on the name of yoga, a lot of circus is going on. You just do some weird asana. This leg is here, this leg is here, and you call yourself a yogi. We believe in focus, not in circus.
So this is our punchline. No circus, only focus.
Welcome Hardik and Prutha to the first edition of GTM Talks. So what is Sahayujya Yoga and what's your elevator pitch?
So this is Sahayujya Yoga, and Sahayujya is actually, it means the union with ultimate reality. But all of us are very much far away to be one with the ultimate reality. So this is the Sahayujya of Prutha and Hardik, union of Prutha and Hardik. We believe in aligning the body to align the breath and to align the mind.
Yes. So our USP is that we focus on functional aspect of yoga and not just doing yoga for the sake of aesthetics or just for the sake of social media. We specialize in anatomical based yoga, which is like a scientific based yoga, wherein we can tell that, okay, this is safer to stretch till here. Then what is required is muscle engagement, muscle control is required. So normally people think that yoga is all about stretching, but it is not only about stretching, it is also about strengthening your body. Yes, yoga, asanas is just 25% of what actual yoga is all about.
Our yoga is functional, accessible for everyone.
So this is indeed wonderful to know, but we would also like to know, when you first started, how did you go to market and how did you get your first customer?
We are doing a master's. And I was working with one of the physiotherapists, and she was very happy the way we were working, the knowledge that we had. So she was like, "Why don't you teach me?" And that's how I got my first client. And she was a physiotherapist. So it was a great confidence booster. Okay, if I can teach a physiotherapist in a scientific way, in an anatomical way, so then definitely I can teach many other people.
The first customer was quite easy for you, but how did you get to the next 10 and the next 100? How did you really use any sort of traditional or modern marketing strategy?
First, it was more of a traditional marketing approach wherein it was word of mouth. Then slowly we also used the the digital platform a lot in terms of we listed our classes on Just Dial. It really helped us. If you use your dollar in a correct way, put it in a correct channel, then that helps you to grow. So it really helped us to grow locally in terms of, because it captures the pin code. So the near ones could easily connect to us, and that's how we build our community.
Hardik, you spoke briefly about what's your USP, but when you were using these strategies, whether it is on Just Dial or otherwise, then what was your key messaging that you used for achieving your goals?
Our go-to market strategy is different for different clientele, because our clientele is something a male or a female who is already working in a corporate setup and who doesn't have really much time to like go here and there and find YouTube videos and practice and all, and also who wants to learn in a proper form and technique. For this clientele, we used Facebook, social media, WhatsApp, Just Dial, and then Sulekha.com was also rolled in later. Now we have another clientele who are yoga teachers already or who are serious yoga practitioners. For them, we conduct workshops. Over there also we use social media a lot. Then there are lots of Facebook groups which you can join and you can promote yourself. The third go-to strategy is about the retreats and also about going out of Mumbai and teaching to the overseas students, because that is also a different market altogether, wherein people from there want to learn traditional methods of what, because yoga is like developed in India, the science is developed in India, so they want to learn from authentic teachers. So that is our third strategy.
So I understand that before the lockdown, you were doing all of your yoga sessions within your home, where you were inviting your customers and using this home as a studio. But what did change after the lockdown started, and how did you adapt to that change from doing these physical sessions to doing something online?
When the lockdown was announced, we were all like, oh my God, what is happening? How are we going to conduct sessions? Actually, Hardik is supposed to go to some of the schools in Kerala to take sessions in TTC, and all the plans were suddenly everything was like, we don't know what to do. And then there was a drawback also because a lot of our students said that, okay, we don't want to come for online sessions. So slowly we started with limited number of students, and then we were surprised that through word of mouth, we started getting students from Baroda, Jammu, and we have students from Chennai, we have students from Ahmedabad. Then also I got students from Doha also. So US also. So a lot of people have started getting connected. People whom we never knew. So it was blessing in disguise that otherwise we would have never taught to people who were sitting somewhere in Doha or US.
What kind of turmoil really did you go through in that initial period when there was no business flowing in until you really achieved an online or until you switched over to an online medium of operating?
Like it's been a year, like since last August, we have been doing this on a full-time basis, and the journey is like a roller coaster, to be honest with you. But yes, in terms of financial, you cannot say that yoga is like you can come in yoga and you can become a billionaire. No, it's not like that. The main aim for us to make a shift was to have a mental peace and also to pursue our own passion, which we were already following since last 5 years. And when the shift came from physical classes to online classes, it was completely mess. Like first few weeks were so like we were thinking what to do in the month of March and April. It was like whatever you want to do, okay, let's at least occupy our time. Let's do something online. And sooner we started getting calls from many people, and they wanted to do this basically to the stress levels have gone high, and people who are working in corporates, for them the hours have gone longer, like they are almost logging it out for 12 hours a day. So they were giving us feedback that this 1 hour which they practice with us is a boon for them and they are really enjoying it.
Hardik had taught in one of the schools in Kerala, and we thought, okay, we taught them. I don't know when would we meet them again, but due to the lockdown in India and abroad also, we could connect with them all over again, and we took sessions specially for Europeans, which we had never thought that we would ever do. So this really helped us in terms of getting connected, and through them we connected with other people. And there is one physiotherapist in Switzerland, so she was very happy with the kind of yoga we teach, and now we are featuring on her website also.
With the support of the core muscles, come up, up.
Our main goal is to have our own yoga school or kind of a yoga center where we can give experience of yogic life to our participants. See, yoga is, as Hardik already mentioned earlier, it's not something that you do just only for 1 hour. The yogic experience is something very different. You have to live yoga 24/7.
It was wonderful having you both, Hardik and Prutha, and really good and glad to know about your journeys at Sayuja Yoga. I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much
Thank you,
for
Sanjay.
inviting us.